They're getting it.
You should not be an enabler.
No, but you still got to have somewhere for them to throw the gas. I'm not into smoking. My father died of cancer, but they have to have somewhere to throw the trash.
All right, I say go outside and smoke. All right, we thought it would be interesting to conduct our own Katie Show experiment. We sent staffers out undercover to some random restaurants all around the city, not yours, Willie. Everything from fine dining to the neighborhood hole in the wall. They swabbed tables, cups, chairs, menus, ketchup bottles, you name it. We swabbed it, and here's what we found. On a chair in one restaurant, we discovered bacteria found in fecal matter. On menus, we found bacteria that cause staph and respiratory infections and a fungus that causes yeast infections. Yum. And on a ketchup bottle, we discovered bacteria that can lead to a heart infection for people who have heart problems. Our results come from the lab of Dr. Philip Tierno at NYU Medical Center, who helped us with our experiment. He's here today to lend us a little expertise and perspective. Dr. Tierno, were you surprised at all the nasty things we found when we swabbed those things?
Actually, no. People tend to shed their germs from 3 areas of the body: the respiratory tract, the skin, and number 1, feces. Unfortunately, what people touch, they imprint with their germs. And a lot of these items that we tested are not items that are commonly sanitized in a restaurant. They're overlooked, like a salt and pepper shaker, the back of a chair, a menu that is replete with not only the yeast that comes from the intestinal tract, but we found vaginal yeast on some of the menus.
Oh my God. Everyone's like, aren't you happy you came to the show? Oh my God. But what can you do to protect yourself? I mean, should you go to a restaurant like Purell your menu?
No, actually what I do is when I go to a restaurant, I sit down, I place my order, I touch the dirty menu, and I place my order. Then I go to the restroom, wash my hands. But the key here is to designate one hand as dirty and one as clean.
Seriously?
The dirty hand, I touch my chair again. I do all sorts of things.
And the hand you eat with?
And the hand I eat with is clean.
Wow, and I guess you take it pretty seriously because you know what you're touching out there. That's
right.
Fascinating. Thank you, Dr.
You're
Tanner.
very
I know,
welcome.
Aaron and Will, you've got a couple more secrets restaurants don't want you to know, which don't really necessarily have to do with germs, but are interesting nonetheless. Aaron, you say just because something says it is grilled doesn't mean it is.
Oh, yeah. That's one of the back of the house secrets. You'll go out. We shop from different sources, so depending on the price, what's on sale for that day or that week, they'll send actually chicken breast or steaks that's pre-grilled. They just take a branding iron, stamp it on some processed meat that was actually old, molded to look like a chicken breast, frozen, and these guys are putting this in your wraps. They're putting it in your chicken Caesar salads. They're putting it on your grilled chicken with the aioli mayo and all this other funky fat stuff that you're thinking is like, wow, this is the best thing to have. In reality, it's just a lot of water, a lot of gristle and fat that's been patted out like a chicken breast and put some marks on it, and there you go.
Because the word grilled is a very healthy key buzzword to everybody.
Wow, okay. All right. Willie,
Yeah.
I'm feeling physically ill, actually. You say when the manager or waiter stops by your table to ask, how is everything tonight, you should really be honest.
Yes, when you go to restaurants, either the owner or the manager, who's actually in charge running the restaurant, if he comes to the table and touches you, well, you should expect that anyway. You want to make sure he just doesn't ask and answer his question where he's there and says, how's everything, okay, and walk away. If you're not happy, you want to bring it to his attention, right? You're there, you're a purveyor, we're supposed to execute and give you a great experience. So he's there to police that.
And Aaron, you say coupons may be great for saving money, but they also may raise some red flags. How so?
Oh, absolutely. When you think coupons, you're thinking, hey, I'm going to go out and have a good time, save a couple bucks. In reality, this is a way for a lot of restaurants to get rid of that old food that's been sitting in the walk-in. All those potatoes and chicken that they got that big deal on, and that grilled chicken breast, this is a way for them to pop it out at 15% off, 20% off it. And then
the reconstituted fat and gristle breast?
Yes, it is. Exactly. I'm sorry to say. And, lettuce that's walking out the door, that's on its last leg, potatoes that, are spuds and spores are growing, and they're like trying to peel it off. It's all about the restaurant sometimes trying to save money, and it's one of those things that diners are known for. Not to say all diners do that, but a lot of people now are trying to save a buck, and they look forward to a coupon. But be sure to not only check on the coupon and see what type of establishment it is, but make sure you do some research.
All right.
And not only that, today food is extremely expensive for high quality food that's direct sourced. So if they're able to give it away, there's a reason.
All right. Well, Aaron and Willie, thank you so much for the tips.
Yeah.
Do you want to go out for dinner?
Sure. We'll go to his spot.
I think I'll pass. Maybe at your place, Willie. Thank you so much. And season 3 of Restaurant Stakeout starring Willie premieres March 13th on the Food Network. And look for Aaron's latest cookbook called Simply Done, Well Done, available now. Coming up, if you're struggling with your weight, and millions of Americans are, it might not be your fault. That and other secrets the diet industry doesn't want you to know. That's next.
Still to come, why you should think twice before your next mani-pedi.